This question is asking us to determine, for a graph of the equation 4x plus 25, what the appropriate scales would be for the graph. All right, well, it says Austin knows that the graph increases vertically by 4, that's the rise, for every 1 unit of horizontal movement, that is the run, so we know the slope is actually 4. Knowing this and the fact that the y-intercept is 25, all right, another key piece of information there, select the x and y scales that are most appropriate for the graph. Pretend you're about to graph this equation. Well, just from sketching it out, if it's increasing 4 units up for every 1 unit of horizontal, that means when I move over 1, I have to move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a very tall graph, right? And because of that, you don't need a very wide x scale. You will need, however, a very kind of big y scale, one that goes very high and low, negative and positive, because it's so vertical. All right, well, let's look at the answers. X scale from negative 10 to 10. Yeah, that would work, because on the x scale here, you don't need it very wide again, so that could be the answer. B, x scale from negative 100 to 100. That would be way too big, and you wouldn't be able to see everything that you want to. It would make the graph very, very small in comparison to the scale. C, y scale from negative 10 to 10. That is way too small. We know that the y-intercept, it says here, is 25. So that would already be off the graph. So the y scale of negative 10 to 10 is not going to work. That leaves us with the last answer, D, y scale from negative 10 to 60. Yeah, that would help us see the y-intercept and a few points at least. So our answers here are A and D.